Hey there folks, today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the stator on your LG front load washing machine. Now you may need to do this if you have trouble with the spin cycle activating and the motor not kicking in and you're hearing a loud buzzing noise but nothing's happening, or if you are tripping the breaker every time you do a load of laundry. This may be helpful to you. So let's go ahead and get started and get into it. Alright, so first thing you want to do is unplug the unit from the wall and pull it out, and then you're going to remove these 4 Phillips head screws to get this plate off. Then you lift up, pull the bottom out, and your plate comes off. All right, next we have to get this 17mm bolt off of the rotor, and to do that, I prefer to use an impact driver. If you don't have one, you can use a ratchet, but you have to smack the ratchet hard to break it free. So let's remove that and get the rotor off. And then just wiggle this back and forth till it comes off. All right, if we look at the bottom left of our stator here, we have 3 Phillips head screws. 2 are for harnesses, 1 is for a ground wire. We need to remove those. All right, and then next you have these 6 10mm bolts that need to come off. All right, and your stator will just lift off. And be careful because your wiring harnesses are still attached here. All right, so if we look at the back of the stator, we have these 2 wiring harnesses we have to remove. This one here, the smaller one, is easier just to pinch and remove. This one's a little more difficult. You have to pinch the ends here. You may need a screwdriver to help persuade it off. All right, so your stator is now free from the unit. All right, so next we're going to grab our new stator, and if we look at the holes, every other one has this little tab here, and they go into these holes beside the threaded holes. So first, we're going to plug our wiring harnesses back in. Then once your harnesses are safely connected, we're going to lift it in position, putting those little tabs in their respective holes. Then I like to start 1 bolt by hand. Once you have that in, you can let go of the stator and it'll hold itself into place. And we can put the rest in. We're going to do a cross pattern while we're tightening just to make sure everything's even. Alright, so next we're going to get our 3 screws on. We're going to take our smallest one here and start with the ground wire right here. And tightening these, we're just using a hand screwdriver because they are going into plastic. Alright, next we grab our rotor, and before you put it back on, you want to clean these magnets with a little bit of compressed air to get any dirt or debris or any foreign matter out of it so it doesn't make any crazy noises and it works as best as it can. And just be careful with your fingers when you put this on because it is magnetized. You don't want to pinch your fingers. Once it's on, wiggle it back and forth, side to side, like that, till it gets onto the spline there. Then you grab your 17mm bolt and you want to put some thread locker on it just to make sure it stays safely on there. Just a light strip like that. And we thread it on in by hand, put it the rest of the way with our socket. Then we grab our panel here, and we're going to put these little feet in first. Up top here, we're going to put it at an angle, slide those in, put the bottom in, and push it down. Then we replace our 4 Phillips head screws, and we're good to go. Alright, so that's all there is to this one, folks. Hopefully this was helpful to you. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Just plug your unit back in and you should be good to go.